A penguin is a bird that cannot fly. I am a man. I have a name. Oswald Cobblepot.
I am Catwoman. Hear me roar.
You don't really think you'll win, do you? Things change.
Meow.
I saw her first. Gotta fly.
Saved by kitty litter. Oh, bastard. Batman. The thorn in both our sides. The fly in our ointment.
Mistletoe can be deadly if you eat it.
But a kiss can be even deadlier if you mean it. I wouldn't touch you to scratch you.
You lousy minx! I ought to have you spayed! You sent out all the signals! And I don't think I like you anymore! You gotta admit, I played this stinking city like a harp from hell!
Bruce Wayne, why are you dressed up like Batman?
Because he is Batman, you moron.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Wayne.
Merry Christmas, Albert.
Good will toward men.
Hey everybody, this is Barrel Age Flicks. I'm Lenny, yeah man, and this is...
Hey, this is Ron. Let's drink and talk some movies.
And...
This is Stu. Let's drink, motherfucker.
And special guest...
Ragnar. Time to nut up or shut up. Let's go.
All right, everyone. So this is going to start off our Christmas series. We're going to start off with Batman Returns, which I know some people are listening and go, that's not a Christmas movie. But
It is to a Christmas movie.
I set him off already. Ron is going to go into all that later on in the show. So today's episode is especially special. Is that really a thing? Did I just say that?
I will allow it.
English was not my forte, but it's going to be recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Wow.
So, if you hear laughter in the background. So the drink of choice was actually chosen by Ragnar, so I'm going to hand it off to him and let him introduce that. Go.
All right. So this is Christmas Ale from Bell's Brewing out of Comstock, Michigan. It's a Scotch ale. Let's see here. The bottle, it's a very Christmassy theme, very Christmas trees.
Goes with the big giant Christmas tree inside. Yeah.
It's a traditional Scotch ale with rich and malty with notes of caramel and a warm finish, certain to make any occasion festive or at least a bit more bearable with your family members.
All right.
I like that they put that on there. That's awesome.
Enjoy.
All right.
All right, guys. Cheers.
Prost.
There it is. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That's not bad.
Yeah, you know what? Like
shit.
when I smelled it, I was like, oh man, it's gonna be a strong beer, but it's got a very smooth finish.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's thick. It has a thick taste to it.
But it's not like
This ain't a stout, right?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's a good choice, man.
Not bad.
I like this.
I'm actually
pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I'm actually a big fan of this. This is good. I actually enjoyed this. This was a good pick.
So Scotch ale is good for you. It's good for your liver.
So, Ragnar, why don't you go ahead and give your first review about it?
I'm going to give this 1.5.
1.5 thumbs?
1.5 on this one. It's very flavorful, smooth. It's a little bit thick, but it's good. It's very good. I enjoy it.
How about you, Stu?
I'm going to give it 1. Yeah, I'll give it 1 thumb. It does have that artificial thickness to it, which is kind of fucking weird to me. But the taste itself...
Artificial taste?
No, thickness.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how else to fucking describe it. It's not thick, but it tastes thick. I don't know how to fucking describe that.
Yeah.
But the flavors are good. I do taste the caramel. The flavors are good. Just the thickness is kind of fucking throwing me for a little bit.
Right.
And I don't know what is causing that per se, but it's not something that I would necessarily buy myself. But I'm not turning it down either.
Yeah. How about you, Lenny?
It's so thick. No, it's no. Okay, you remember back when we did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre show, and I was talking about Ziegenbock.
Yeah.
And how like I really wanted to get a 6-pack of it here so that we could drink this. The flavor of the taste is very similar to Ziegenbock without the thickness. So if you were to take the thickness of this out but keep the flavor, that's basically what Ziegenbock tastes like, which is why I was such a big fan of it.
Then I'm still waiting for your father to come through for us.
I know, man. I got to get him to ship this shit out here because Ziegenbock is a German style beer that is only brewed and distributed only in Texas.
Okay, you
cannot get it anywhere else. So you have to legit either be there or have someone who's there buy it and send it to you.
Interesting.
So, yeah. And this, like I said, tastes like. So I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up because I loved Ziegenbock when I was living in Texas. It was one of the few things I was like, oh damn it, when we moved.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up. The thickness throwing me off slightly, but honestly, the flavor is really great. I definitely would drink several of these and enjoy them and not have any problems. So
yeah, I'm really curious to try that Ziegenbock. And then if it doesn't have the thickness, but it has the same flavor profile, I think that'd be really
I'm gonna try and get my hands on. So I'll talk to I'm gonna bypass my dad and hit up my friend who lives out in Texas because he'll actually do it. My dad, like I asked him about it,
just disappointments,
and my dad literally was like, oh, well, I don't know. He makes it sound like I just asked him to solve in a Rubik's Cube. I'm like, Dad, I just need to... Never mind. Forget it. Never mind. I'll figure it out. And he's like, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm like, oh, God. Okay.
Buy the beer, put it in a box.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking mail the shit.
I was like, fucking tape the box shut and then just mail it to me. I don't understand what's so complicated about that, but...
Yeah, see, I'm going to go ahead and give it a thumb and a half. One thing I'm not a fan of, though, is that I can't figure out why it's called a Christmas ale because it really doesn't have any taste or any smell of Christmas, in my opinion.
Yeah,
so that's one thing I'm going to have to say.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, there's no Christmassy taste to it. Like we've had some other Christmas beers, and they have a taste of Christmas. Spices
or a hint of chocolate or
something. Yeah, something like that. To me, it just tastes like any kind of regular thick beer. That's all it really is. It's decent. It does have a little bit of a Scotch taste to it. But like I said, I'd buy it, but it's not like my go-to. But a thumb and a half.
It's false advertisement.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I almost want to drop it, but no, I'll give it a thumb and a half. It's a thumb and a half thumbs for this. It's decent. It's a decent beer, but I've had better. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the movie that I picked for our first in our series, Batman Returns. And I'm really excited about this. But before we get into Batman Returns, we also have to remember it is a sequel. So we have to talk about the first Batman.
Yeah.
The Batman 1989 with Jack Nicholson. And
well, that's not the first Batman. But.
No, I'm talking about the first Tim Burton version of Batman. So you guys remember the first Batman 1989? When was the last time you guys saw it? No, not the last time. The first time that you guys saw it.
Probably 1989.
First came out.
Oh, you saw it in the theater?
Yeah.
Oh, really? How about you, Ragnar?
Yeah. Same time.
So the first time I saw it was not in theaters because I was poor. So I saw it on VHS. I probably saw it with my mom. So I liked it just because back then there wasn't a lot of films that featured comic book characters, really. That wasn't it wasn't nearly as common as it is now.
No, I think in fact I think the only one that won was Superman the movie, I believe.
Yeah, it was just Superman. So and then I was like, oh, and I wasn't a big DC comic fan. I was more Marvel, but I liked Batman, and I was like, oh, they're making a Batman movie, cool. Yeah. And so I watched it, and again, a lot of the adult concepts and stuff I didn't fully understand because I was a kid. But I liked Jack Nicholson as Joker. He's scary and seemed crazy. And here comes Batman. He saves the day. And I really was entertained by it. And then I definitely loved watching it again, as I got older and understanding all those other adult concepts. So that was really cool. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you said that you saw you had the VHS of it?
Yeah, and I saw it on VHS. And I remember also, my dad I saw it with my dad at some point, and he was a big fan of Jack Nicholson's character as the Joker.
He had fun with his role.
He loved all of his lines. He said, I'm not going to take a punishment shot for this because I don't remember shit verbatim, but the Joker, one of the lines my dad liked the most was where he says something like, we live in a world where a man dressed as a bat can steal all of my press, because he was all about
yeah, that's right. No, you said exactly the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking good.
I saw this movie, I believe, sometime on VHS, sometime in the early 90s. I never saw it in the theater, but I remember everybody talking about how this was like one of the biggest hits in the theater when it came out. Like, it was huge.
It kicked Ghostbuster 2's ass.
Yeah, it came out in 1989, and it was an amazing film because it was actually a comic book film that went into dark alley. You know, basically, Superman was more lighthearted and stuff like that. There really wasn't that many dark films. The Dolph Lundgren Punisher film, when did that come out? Did that come out in the mid-'80s?
I feel like early 90s.
Was it early 90s?
Look that up.
I feel like.
Yeah, because I was trying to figure out if there wasn't any other comic book movies other than Superman and Batman. So
the Dolph Lundgren Punisher was like, it wasn't great.
I actually liked the Thomas Jane one. I thought that one
was good.
really
That one was pretty good.
Yeah.
But I mean, in my opinion, though,
1989.
There you go.
Was it 1989? Yeah.
Well, that's why it's forgettable.
It was forgettable because it was a fucking shit film.
Well,
That's
yeah,
why it
that
was
too.
forgettable.
Well, see, a lot of people thought when the casting choices for Batman that Michael Keaton was going to be dressed up as Batman, Mr. Mom, basically. People were like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And he blew everybody's minds away just so how he played Batman. He did perfect as Bruce Wayne. He also did great as Batman. He had that dark, deep voice, and it worked perfectly.
I love the fact that Michael Keaton didn't really change his voice when he was Batman. It was just his voice.
Yeah.
As opposed to like Christian Bale, he's like,
with a lisp.
Do you want a cough drop? Like, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, there's been. I mean, that's a whole other discussion where there's like the different type of Batmans that there have been.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Michael Keaton to me is always would be the number one Batman. I thought that he did a great job in his role, and I'm huge on Ben Affleck as the number two. But you know, that's another story. But the first Batman was great, iconic. The Jack Nicholson as a Joker, he had so much fucking fun in that role. And the fact that Tim Burton directed this movie, because Tim Burton has only directed the Pee-wee movie. I forgot what the title was. It was called Pee-wee's Big Adventure or something like that.
Yeah.
And of course, Beetlejuice. So when you see him doing this type of film, people were kind of not happy with it, but he actually did a really good job, even though there was a lot of studio backup to it. And you can tell, you know, they had their ways of what they want to do, a lot of studio interference. That's why when we get into Batman Returns is more of a Tim Burton film.
Yeah, because Tim Burton would not sign on to do a second film unless they gave him more control. So they basically were like, hey, you know what? It's Batman, but you know, make it how you want, which is why like the cityscape and the costume design, a lot of things were much different from the first one, is because they gave Tim Burton basically
Carte blanche.
Carte blanche to do whatever the hell. So.
And this was before they would sign people to multi-picture deals.
Yeah.
You know, an assumption that there's going to be multiple sequels and shit like that.
Right.
So they only signed them to the original Batman.
Yeah, because
and Burton was like, well, if you want me back, bitch, you better give me fucking some control.
And that's the thing, because he just did Edward Scissorhands beforehand, and then he did Batman Returns. And when you look at Batman and Batman Returns, they are completely two different films. Especially, all right, you remember that whole talk we had about Halloween, the Rob Zombie version, and Halloween 2, how different they were, because he had a little bit more studio interference with the first one, but the second one was more of a Rob Zombie film. You can tell it and everything else. This one is exactly the same way. Batman Returns is so Tim Burton-ish, just like the fucking Danny Elfman score, the gothic tones. I mean, the city was made, it's basically a recreation of the city of Metropolis from 1927. You remember the 1927 film and everything else, but it was so dark that it was controversial, the fact that they tried to put it in Happy Meals. You guys remember the Happy Meals?
I actually had a couple of the Happy Meal
McDonald's
toys.
freaking backed out.
Yeah, but
McDonald's started
because
freaking
of
out
it.
because it was so dark. They're like, I wouldn't want to associate with it. But
yeah, when they see Penguin with like fucking green shit coming out of his mouth, and you know how dark and a lot of sexual themes that were in the movie, it was like, how is this being sponsored by fucking McDonald's?
And
but I remember those toys. I remember I had two of them. I had the Batmobile, and I had that little fucking Penguin car with the little umbrella in the front.
umbrella in the front.
Yeah. I had both of those. Any of you guys have any of those?
I think I may have had them all because my mom couldn't cook worth a fuck, so I lived on McDonald's. Yeah, my mom somehow could burn fucking soup. I don't know how she could do that. But she was able to.
No, that I remember the Batman one where like you push a button and then it like would separate.
Yeah,
and it was two different vehicles, and then you had the Penguin one. I think those are the two that I had.
Yeah, it had like a little button. I think it had a spring where it came out where it made the Batmobile into the Batmobile penis, basically, where it just turned into a. I mean, that's basically what it looked like.
Go through the hole.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was, going between the buildings and everything.
No, there was, and I was going to say too, just to comment that there was a right before the film came out, or right when it came out, they had a comic book, Batman Returns comic book. And I remember, I'll never forget this. I rode my bike. I used to ride my bike fucking everywhere. And I rode my bike to this like corner store and I saw it. And my mom let me have enough money to buy it. And I bought it and I went home and like read the comic book like cover to cover right then and there.
Yeah.
And I was so excited for the movie. It's like, oh man, I'm going to see this movie. And there were so many things in the comic book that were not the same as the movie because they're so much more graphic. Like the scene where Penguin gets pissed off at the guy who makes some side comment. And he says, well, it could be worse. My nose could be dripping with blood.
Oh, man.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
And he turns and bites the fuck out of his face.
And you just see fucking spray of blood coming right out of his nose and everything.
That wasn't in the comic book at all. The guy said something and he's like, oh, thank you. And then they put a button on him and they're waving. There was no violent scene with him biting anybody or blood or anything like that. Like they totally changed it.
Yeah, McDonald's was so fucking scared about this movie. It was like, and they completely pulled the toys off. I don't know how long it lasted, but they were outraged. Parents were outraged after seeing what this movie was, and it just didn't work out. But
I thought it was great. But
I said, I had no issue with it. The thing is, the funny thing about this movie is there's been a whole bunch of different renditions of what was going to happen. They were going to try and introduce Two-Face. They were going to try and get Billy D. Williams from the first movie as Harvey Dent and bring him in as Two-Face. And I would have actually really liked to see that because I actually love Billy D. Williams and I thought he would have made a great Two-Face. And they were also trying to bring Robin into the mix, but with Marlon Wayans.
Marlon Wayans was going to play Robin.
As Robin. He got fitted for his suit.
Yeah, dude.
And he was all set to go. And they...
He's still collecting.
Well, that's Tim Burton's. Tim Burton is the one that made the decision.
Residuals to this day.
Yeah.
Because
his name, I think his name is in there. I think. I don't.
It may be, but no matter what, it was in his contract because he got cast. It was in his contract, and then it never made it to fucking film. But he still gets paid.
But they made a toy line, and it had a black Robin.
Yeah.
So it had Marlon Wayans as Robin, which was kind of funny.
Can you imagine how much that action figure is probably fucking worth?
Oh, it's probably worth a lot. Yeah.
In mint condition? Oh, yeah, dude.
But the thing about that is that Tim Burton didn't like it. He thought there was too many characters because you have Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, and you got Danny DeVito, which portrayed the Penguin perfectly. Well, in a Tim Burton way. So, Stu, the resident comic book nerd, I want you to give us a little background on the Penguin.
Okay, so as far as the Penguin goes, it depends on which age of comics you're going back because he's almost as old as Batman. I think he showed up in like somewhere between the 40th and 50th comic of Batman. So he's pretty fucking old, you know, just like that. First off, fuck you, Lenny, for keep making fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you at all. I wasn't making fun of you at all. I was commenting about how I'm just going to throw it out there. I don't really care. I'm trying not to burp into the mic, all right?
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want to, because apparently now that's a punishable fucking offense. So I'm like trying to police my belching. I'm trying to police my fucking, my snotting and everything else. All right, I'm trying to be a gentleman over here.
Burp into the mic.
All I see is you moving around.
Let it out. Come on.
Just saying. No, I'm good now. I'm releasing PSI in a very gentleman, quiet manner. So.
You better not be fucking letting out gas.
No. I'll leave the room.
You go, Rex.
I don't want anyone puking.
So in the golden age of comics, he was introduced as more of the gentleman thief. He would wear either a white or a black tuxedo.
The monocle.
The top hat still.
Yeah, he had a long nose. But no, it was even to the point where he would. I think his first appearance, he actually stole a couple of pieces of art and hid them in his umbrella in order to get away with it, and then he used that crime to show that he belonged in the underworld to a mafia boss.
Yeah,
that ran the underground at the time. And then eventually he took over. The thing, he killed the mafia boss, took over the gang and shit like that. Silver Age comes out. They basically redo everything, and you find out a little bit more about him. That's when the first Oswald Cobblepot story came through. They actually did a good explanation of why his fascination with umbrellas. Apparently his mom was kind of fucking psycho, and made him carry an umbrella wherever he went because his dad died of some pneumonia that he caught, because he didn't carry a fucking umbrella one time during the rain. And they ran a bird shop.
No shit.
Yeah, they were still high society, but they sold, rare and exotic birds or some shit like that. So his fascination with birds and his umbrellas were explained. It wasn't until this movie, Batman Returns, that the weird mutation that he has, the kind of bird-like features, the I forget what the exact term is, but where the
flippers,
the flippers, but there's
it's an actual disease,
where your
actual
fingers are joined together and shit like that.
That was more of a Tim Burton recreation.
Exactly. And the thing that I like is that like the way that the Penguin is, as grotesque and fucking weird looking that he is, it's realistic.
Yeah.
Like there are people that have that disability with their hands and shit.
Yes, exactly.
And I like the way that they kind of did that.
And that's followed since that film, on and off, depending on who's writing it. Sometimes he'll have them, sometimes he won't.
Yeah.
And no real acknowledgement or explanation of why these fucking flippers and all that, why these weird fucking shit keeps appearing and disappearing. They just don't fucking acknowledge it. Just whoever happens to be writing at the time what they want the character to be. But he's developed over time. There was even a point in the history where Batman says Penguin's actually smarter than him, smarter than Batman.
I always thought it'd be the Riddler.
No, he said Penguin is actually the smartest one, and the what's so scary about Penguin is of all of Batman's nemesi, whatever you fucking say, he's the one who's actually sane.
Yeah.
Everybody else is fucking crazy in their own goddamn way.
Yeah, but in this movie, he's fucking insane.
Insane.
But actually, I'll still say he's sane, but he's just fucking angry as shit in this one.
Angry and fucking.
I think he's more like he's been stuck down in the fucking sewers for so damn long.
Which probably makes him why he's so fucking horny all the time.
So
that's another thing.
He's
too.
antisocial, but he's still sane.
Yeah, he may be antisocial, but like he has no concept of really being around aside from the what the fuck, the Red Triangle gang.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
right. Like
aside from being
people.
around those clowns.
Yeah,
right. He has no idea of the topside world.
Exactly.
And like how to conduct himself, like with manners and stuff.
So he is very, very socially awkward.
Yeah, but he's still sane. He's still able to think through multiple level steps of plans. Like there was a while there where what he would do, he would come up with these really genius ideas of how to rob things and places and stuff like that, and he'd sell those ideas to different people, and then he'd go and kill them after they committed these heists and take their shit.
Yeah.
He's like, all right. So he's double dipping.
But he's a homicidal. I mean,
I will say this
It
though.
really is.
Well, but here's the thing though. That you got to think is that the comic book version of Penguin was exactly what you were saying. He was brilliant, but I think what we were getting at is that the Tim Burton, he took
It's a freak show,
Penguin and he
basically.
changed him a little bit to where he is a little unhinged. He does like get pissed off and kind of lose his cool and not think clearly. He does have really good plans. He is intelligent because he finds a way to circumvent Batman to where he gets the entire city to love him. And root for the bad guy, basically. Yeah. And that's a very brilliant thing.
Even coming up with turning the Batmobile, coming up with that plan.
H-bomb on wheels.
We're just go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
And building that little fucking car, that little coin operated fucking car.
Do you feel like
it was fucking genius?
Do you feel like it builds his tragic with the whole thing about his parents throwing him away in the sewers?
It makes you sympathize with
I was just going to say that. Paul Rubens, Pee Wee Herman playing fucking Oswald Cobblepot's father. I mean, did you notice that?
He was the second choice, though, for that.
For the Penguin?
No, for his father.
Oh, Paul Rubens?
The first one.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I could tell you a whole big of casting for who the Penguin is originally going to be, like who they wanted.
One of them
to play
was
the Penguin.
Bob Hoskins.
Yes, which actually, believe it or not, when I looked at the list, that was probably the one that I would agree with.
Yeah.
Bob Hoskins. But if you were to go, who were going to be the Penguin? We got John Candy.
No,
we got
he's
Marlon
too big.
Marlon Brando.
Nope.
This is going to be the funny one right here. Dean Martin.
No.
Yeah,
Which makes no fucking sense.
Christopher Lloyd.
No.
See, Christopher
If they
Lloyd,
were
you can
playing
see
him-
as Max Shrek.
See,
But no, if they were playing if they weren't playing him as the short, stout, version of Penguin, and they're playing it more towards the comic version of Penguin, I could see Christopher Lloyd actually pulling it off.
No, you know what? The thing is, I can, but I think he's too tall for the role too.
And
Because I think
Tim Burton wanted
the Penguin's
Penguin
not
to be
always
squatty
short.
and dark.
Oh, so I always thought he was a short guy.
No. Like I said, he got the name Penguin because he was always wearing a penguin suit, a tuxedo.
Gotcha.
And so the gentleman thief.
We also have Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Everybody keeps associating with him as Mr. Bean, but if you've seen him in stuff like Blackadder and shit like that,
No, he's in other movies like
he can do really well in an acting fucked up way.
Yeah,
You know-
he can't. No, he's done serious roles
Yeah.
before. We also have Dustin Hoffman, Alan Rickman, John Goodman, Joe Pesci, and Ray Liotta, which I kind of figured it would come more of
Joe
like the gangster
Pesci,
side.
I could kind of see.
I don't know. I mean, well,
I can
but
also see Dustin Hoffman.
But I can only I can only see the Penguin as being like a squatty, smaller guy. He's not a big dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even like in the Gotham, the show Gotham,
Yeah.
the younger version of Penguin is a smaller dude. He's not as fat. Like he's
No,
thin,
he's
he's
super
slender,
thin. Yeah.
but he's still a small guy.
Yeah.
You know,
And he
because he
played that
doesn't
really well,
because he
too.
doesn't use his physical features to overpower his enemies. He uses his mind,
Exactly.
and he works around his weaknesses in order to still take advantage and be able to have the upper hand.
But
That's
you
why
guys,
the different interpretations of the Penguin. He's either, very lanky. Very
Yeah.
and thin. You don't think of anything
Or
physical,
short and
or
fat.
short and fat. You're
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
not physically threatened by him.
Right.
Either way, he's not a physical threat to you.
do you feel Danny DeVito pulled the role off well?
For this interpretation,
Yeah,
of him?
for this interpretation. Do you think he
Absolutely.
was like creepy enough the way that he was
Yes.
as a gangster and all that? And I mean, what did you guys think of all his fucking umbrellas? I mean, seriously,
Fucking hilarious.
Wonderful.
the fucking
Yeah,
one
the
when he's
umbrellas
trying
are
to
awesome.
when he's trying to get Max Shrek and he's trying to hypnotize him. He says, "What is that? Trying to hypnotize me?" He says,
Yeah.
"No, just give you a fucking headache, basically."
And
Splitting headache.
Splitting headache.
Blanks.
Then he fires and he goes, "Oh, stop being a baby. It's just blanks." I'm like, I love this guy. He's so
Oh no, I like the one when we have to talk about Catwoman, of course. The excellent, fucking sexy as hell Michelle Pfeiffer. She was amazing in that
She-
fucking role.
She did a great job. The thing that I really love about this is that Michelle Pfeiffer was like the pretty kind of girl, like whatever.
Yeah.
And then she comes into this role, and most people would think, oh, she's going to be like this ditzy blonde or whatever. But she actually did a very good job of having a good balance of being a strong female character and being fucking unhinged. She did a great job.
Oh, she got psychotic. I mean, she
Yeah.
was. Remember that part when she first falls out of the building when Max Shrek pushes her
Yeah.
out, and all the cats are going around her, and she basically just comes back as Catwoman, and
Yeah.
then she goes into her apartment and starts spraying her fucking pink ass fucking apartment black
and
all
just
over the place.
destroys the place. Yeah,
Taking
dude.
stuffed animals, stuffing them into the garbage disposal. I mean, you could see her face looking up. You could just see how fucking psychotic she looked. I mean,
Like she's sexy, but she's also fucking nuts. Like
Yes.
you wouldn't want to fuck with her. And the thing that I think is really cool too is a couple things. One, the eye fluttering that she does when she hits the ground,
Yeah.
and then her eyes pop open. That was all her. And Tim Burton was like, "Oh my God, cut, take that. That's fucking perfect." That was all just off the cuff. The other thing that was really cool and how dedicated she was to this fucking role, that bird she put in her mouth was a live fucking bird.
Yep. Yeah.
And she did several fucking takes of that.
She was
Stuck
committed.
that bird in her
Yeah.
mouth.
No, she was
and
fucking
held it
committed.
in there for several seconds. I'm like, that's impressive.
yeah, no, she was fucking committed to the role, and the fucking chemistry between her and Michael Keaton's Batman
Yeah.
was dead on perfect.
Yeah,
just
it
to
was
see
really
how
good.
they both were going at each other. I thought we had a thing, and they just started fighting each other. Although I really couldn't stand the line.
I haven't been fed all day.
Eat floor. High fiber.
That was a bad line. I'm sorry.
Well, here's the
It
thing,
fits with
though.
the
High
comic
and
books,
fiber.
though. It really fucking does.
I know, and that right there kind of started the whole thing when started Batman Forever and Batman and Robin when they got really bad
Oh, the
and everything
cheese
else.
just
Yeah.
got so bad, dude.
But
Well,
this
the
was
problem with
Go ahead.
The problem with when Michael Keaton took the role, he didn't want the role.
no,
no,
it
they
was
had
just a
to
paycheck
they
for
had to
him.
convince
He
him to
needed
take it,
the
yeah.
money
for a house, I believe.
for fucking real estate.
Yeah.
investment. But he told the writers to cut out his lines, and Danny DeVito did the same thing with his because he read through the scripts and I guess he sat down with the writers and told them like Batman won't say this, cut it out. He'll say this. So
Yeah.
that's why. So you really don't see Batman a lot
No, in fact,
in the movie. It's more Penguin trying to become mayor and Catwoman doing her thing. But Batman it's a Batman movie, but you don't really see Batman all that often except for essential fight scenes.
I've heard this argument many times
know.
about how this movie is not a Batman movie; it's a villain movie.
Yeah.
it more focuses on the
Yeah.
villains.
It does.
And I think again, them saying,
Good point, Ragnar.
hey, we're gonna make a Tim Burton movie, just go for it.
Yeah,
I like it. I think it was really good. The fact that it was really dark, I think, is very appropriate because it's Gotham City. Gotham City's always been portrayed as this dark kind of city, this dark place. I don't know. I thought it was great. I thought they did a really good job. It's just unfortunate because they all but begged Tim Burton, like, dude, we've got to do a third one. Come on, and he would not do it.
No, that's actually not how it worked. Basically, they did not want Tim Burton to do it. Tim Burton
did.
No.
Or
Tim
was it
Burton,
Michael Keaton that they really wanted?
No,
for the third
what
one?
happened was that the studio and everything noticed in all the reviews and how this movie was extremely dark and too dark to the point where people wanted to lighten it up. So when they brought him into the office to do the third film, he was like, "Oh, I got all these ideas," and they were kind of just like, "Yeah, we're gonna hire somebody else." And they also made Tim Burton the executive producer and not the director. That's when they went to the Batman Forever route and hired Joel Schumacher to lighten it up and make it to a giant toy commercial.
Was a big fucking mistake. Big mistake,
it was
dude.
horrible. Batman Forever is probably the best of the Joel Schumacher because Batman and Robin is utter shit. But Batman Forever, there is a darker version apparently that they want to release, the darker cut, that they cut up a lot of the stuff about Batman's past and everything else, but it never got released. They're trying to, ever since they've done the Batman versus Superman, the Justice League cut, Snyder cut, and stuff like that. Now they're saying release the Schumacher cut. Release the Schumacher cut because it's a whole lot darker and everything else. Yeah. But you want to know the funny thing is that they had different stories in Batman Returns that they wanted to do. The original, there was 2 storylines that they skipped out of. They did one storyline where Catwoman and Penguin were trying to do a treasure hunt to find treasure underneath Gotham City or basically Wayne Manor or something like that. And there was another one which they already put in the future movies where Penguin wanted to freeze the city, which they did in Batman and Robin with Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze took that one.
That would have been too much, in all honesty. One or both of those, along with the concurrent storyline of basically trying to make Penguin a good guy and make Batman a bad guy. It would have been too much. It really would have. It would have distracted from either any or all of the other plots.
Yeah.
Fucking Arnold as Mr. Freeze is so stupid.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and show you a little soundbite of the face-off between Batman and the Penguin when they first face off.
This is a good one.
Let's all listen to this.
Admiring your handiwork?
Touring the riot scene. Gravely assessing the devastation.
Fucking love Danny DeVito.
Upstanding mayor stuff.
You're not the mayor.
Things change.
Yes.
What do you want?
The direct approach. I admire that in a man with a mask.
His fucking laugh.
You don't really think you'll win, do you?
Things change.
Fuck yeah, dude. I love that.
Ragnar, I remember I actually cut you off earlier about the whole ordeal with the father of Oswald Cobblepot. You said that there was different casting choices?
Yeah, no, the original father was supposed to be Burgess Meredith.
Burgess? Who's that? Burgess Meredith.
The name's very fucking familiar.
Yeah.
I've heard it, but I can't recall who it is.
He originally he was casted for it. And then last minute he got sick.
He was Penguin from
the original
Batman show.
Penguin. Oh, no, that's also Rocky's trainer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember
really?
that. Yeah, Rocky's trainer.
I did not know that.
Rocky's trainer is the Penguin from the original show.
Oh, it is him.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no,
I learned something new.
I didn't know that. That
Awesome.
actually would have been really cool, though.
It would have fit very, very well.
There you go.
I think I think his little bit of role
awesome.
that was in the movie probably would have been a little bit differently, being that he was the original Penguin.
Yeah.
No, I can see him doing the exact same thing. And
No,
it's
so
been
can
a
I.
little
But I
shout out
think
to the fans.
it may have been had a little bit extra scene.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I did not know that. That's
What-
still blowing my mind right now.
Well, do you know who the original casting for Catwoman was? Well, first of all, there was probably,
there
from
was
what
a
I read,
lot.
there was over like 1,000 of women that wanted to audition for that role.
There was one woman that showed up dressed up as
Sean Young.
Sean Young.
She was like being over the top, like, I am Catwoman. And they're like, all right, then.
Yeah, the chick with the dick in the Ace Ventura Pet Detective movie. Remember? At the back? Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's Sean Young. She also was in Blade Runner.
Einhorn.
You remember the movie Blade Runner?
Yes.
Lieutenant Einhorn.
Yep.
I think we all
Rachel.
remember the movie Blade Runner.
I don't know. Some people haven't seen it.
Goddamn stupid question.
That's like one of my all-time favorite
So
movies.
you guys
if you're
remember the movie
listening and you haven't
Godfather?
seen Blade
Fuck
Runner,
you.
remember that?
Fuck you. All right. I understand. But no, Annette Bening was originally going to be casted for the role, but she got pregnant, which sucks. So it just
Yeah.
didn't work for her. I think Annette Bening would actually pulled it off really well because she can actually do a really sexy role. But Michelle Pfeiffer hit it out of the park. She was
Yes.
amazing.
She really did. She did a good
I
job.
am
I got to give it to
very
her.
fucking thankful that Burton hadn't met Helen Bonham Carter because he would have 100% fucking cast her as Catwoman.
That would have been a
And
weird
I don't think
Catwoman.
that would have worked out, man.
It wouldn't have. That's why I'm so fucking thankful he wasn't banging her at that fucking time. Because ever since then, she has to be the fucking main.
No,
fucking
she
female.
is, right? Like
Yeah.
everyone in this film, she's in there, and you're like, oh, there she is. All right.
Yes. And I like
mean,
her.
she does a
She's
good job.
actress.
No, she's a good
She's
actress,
great.
but no, you can't see her as Catwoman.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No.
Michelle Pfeiffer pulled the role off, and I really wish they did a sequel with her instead of that horrible piece of shit Halle Berry one that came
You
out.
can't even say Halle Berry correctly.
I can't say words. Words are hard. Fuck you.
Halle Berry.
Berry.
Halle Berry.
I'm
Halle
sorry.
Berry.
There you
Ragnar.
go.
Ragnar.
Oh!
You suck. I love it.
You.
Oh, you're the worst.
Yes.
Oh,
All
man.
right. And
around,
let's go. We
you
got
can
the
get punishment
studio
for
audience
it.
involved pouring you your punishment shot. I love it.
Little bit more, little
Make
bit
it
more.
a double. Make it a double.
Make it a double.
There you
Yeah.
go. Good
Like a
job, Ron.
champ.
Good job, Ron.
Good job.
Throw it back like a champion.
I love it.
Anyways,
Just compose yourself a second. I don't want you to puke
I'm
into your
fine.
mic.
I'm fine. I just drank fucking zero sugar Coca-Cola after that actually helped a
You
little
still
bit.
sound bad.
It tastes like shit. I can't believe I did that again.
I can't.
Why? Why?
Absolutely.
You got literally too excited. It's okay.
Yeah, I know.
I
Apparently.
am so happy with
Yeah.
this name. I
No.
really am.
I'm not. I
It's gonna
fucking hate
provide
it.
so much enjoyment in the future.
Well, apparently his wife Snow gave him the name. So
When we
Thank you,
did
Snow.
when we did Last
Thank you,
Mohicans, one of the characters, his name was Chingachgook, and he couldn't say it once. He didn't even bother. He was like, Lenny, and he just would have me say it.
I'm just saying fucking thing. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking goddamn brutalize this fucking name.
I made
So-
sure I memorized how to say it because it's a difficult name. But even then, I was like, it's a difficult name. He's not going to bother me.
words are hard with me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they are.
You know the funny thing is that Jack Nicholson actually talked Danny DeVito and taking the part, which I thought was really cool because Danny DeVito and Jack Nicholson are really good friends.
Really?
Yeah, no, I read about that.
Jack
and I thought
Nicholson was supposed to do. He wanted to do it, but he was slated for another movie.
Jack Nicholson, I
think.
Well, no, he did the Joker. He can't be two different villains.
No, not Jack. Shit, it was somebody
Yeah.
else.
Bob
I'll
Hoskins?
find
Was it Bob Hoskins?
Maybe his Bob Hoskins.
Yeah.
I could have seen Bob Hoskins doing it. I
Yeah,
really
I
Well, see,
know.
no,
I mean,
see,
yeah.
that is my second pick
really
for
could
the Penguin. I
But
think
I
Bob
would say,
Hoskins would
like,
have did it well.
Danny DeVito, I want to say that, like, once they put the makeup on him and he, like, really kind of saw, because, like, that was one of the funny things about these characters is they would go through makeup, they go through costume, and it would be hours of them getting all this stuff put on.
Yeah.
And then it's sort of like when on Halloween, when I had all my paint and my shit put on, I don't really see myself. And then you see yourself in the mirror and you're like, whoa. And that really helped him get into character.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and do the interaction between Batman and Catwoman. You guys remember that famous scene that they do with the mistletoe?
Yes.
Here we go.
Mistletoe can be deadly if you eat it.
But a kiss can be even deadlier if you mean it.
A kiss,
Super porno. How to say?
you know, mistletoe can be deadly if you eat it.
A kiss can be even deadly.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, no, that is
Realization time.
really when they find out their
Yes.
true identities as Bruce Wayne and Selena Kyle, which I thought was great because they had a whole interaction beforehand, especially when they were doing that whole makeout scene, and they were about to. She said she had to leave by like 5 o'clock or something like that, so they can both just kick each other's ass right when they get back into the city.
Yes.
They didn't know it, so I thought that
But
was
that
really
scene
cool.
right there, the date scene, I do want to say, even though it was a callback to Batman, the 1989 one, where the Vicky Vale, where he's having to make excuses while he leaves.
Yeah.
That to me is peak Michael Keaton. I no longer saw him as Batman. I no longer saw him as Bruce Wayne. I saw him as motherfucking Michael Keaton coming up with different fucking excuses and the way he was just speaking and shit like that. He no longer had the cool confidence of Bruce Wayne or the seriousness of Batman. He just seemed like a fucking dork. And I'm like, that's goddamn Michael Keaton right there.
What did you think of the thing with Michael Keaton, how he would actually talk as just normal Michael Keaton in the Batman suit, especially when you got stabbed with that little what was that thing that she had, the claw that she had, like
Should have had nails.
yeah, but what was it made out of? It was a sewing, was it a sewing nail?
Metal.
Oh, yeah, I know it was metal. You asked. Yeah, it's just the way that he was talking when he was asking Alfred to get the antiseptic for him and everything else, and he was just like talking normal. It was just weird seeing
That's
Batman in the suit like that.
Up until after Michael Keaton, in the comic books, they never said that, Batman spoke in a different voice than Bruce Wayne or anything like that.
Yeah.
But
it's a comic book.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It just kind of implied that he always has the same
I
fucking
never
voice.
thought of that.
It just implied it's always the same fucking voice no matter what he's talking to, like, and that's what it is.
And they've gotten truly worse down the line
Yes.
on how they go, especially with Christian Bale. It's just like over the top, like, get over here.
Yes.
Where are you? Or
Yes.
something like that.
Or the College Humor one where he's trying different voices. Stuff like that.
Yeah, you guys got to check College Humor on the fucking Batman on that. Or it's called
Badman.
Badman? Yeah, it's
Well,
fucking
then, like
hilarious.
Ben Affleck, he had like an actual voice modulator, which
Which
was
I liked.
It makes
That's
sense.
cool.
It
That
makes
makes sense.
sense.
Yes.
But don't talk like you need a throat lodging. I mean, come on, man. It's like it's not what you say or what you do that applies to you. And I'm like, dude, she knows it's fucking you, man. Stop it. And she's like, Bruce, and he disappears. I'm like, come on, dude, no. She knows it's you. Like, stop it. Like, just stop it.
Now, what was the actress that played in the Dark Knight, or no,
very
the Dark Knight Returns? What was the actress that played Catwoman? Not the Dark Knight.
Yeah. Anne Hathaway.
Was it Anne Hathaway?
Yeah,
Do
Anne
you think
Hathaway.
she was a good Catwoman compared to Selena Kyle?
For that interpretation of
Yeah.
Catwoman,
Yeah.
she
But
did.
if you had to
that was
vote which
too
Selena
different.
Kyle you'd watch, which one?
Let's see.
It's two different characters, though.
Yeah.
Or not characters,
The same
but
way we'd have
personas.
the
They're
argument
both
about the different
portrayed
Jokers.
totally
Yeah.
different.
All
Like,
right, they're portraying different versions of the same character, but different backstories, different, histories.
Well, hers,
Yeah.
the thing is, Selena Kyle's was more sensual and more erotic more than anything. So it was very, I mean,
Well, Catwoman as a whole normally is very sexual.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that I think that the one from this film was more unhinged and
Yeah.
more like psychotic. It definitely was something, not quite right there, which makes sense. She was shoved out a fucking window.
Yeah.
Well, that
But
there
then-
was. Oh, I guarantee you that was always there, though.
Yeah, and it just kind of got woken up
See,
by
the way
what
I always,
happened
she's
to
always
her.
very timid. Like when
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
in the office.
Yeah,
Right? When
she
she's
was
trying
the
to deliver
secretary, and
coffee.
she's always very like, just real quiet, keeps to
she's
herself.
bad talking herself. So like
Yeah.
it's there,
Yeah,
and
I mean, she'd even leave voicemails to her fucking self,
Yeah.
as herself, to say, "Hey, I know you probably forgot this, so let's go ahead and go back to the office." As another voice inside of her own fucking head,
Right.
All right, and treating it. I thought she did really well as playing the antithesis of Batman, of Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Somebody who went through some major fucking trauma.
Well, they both identify with each other.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why they work so well. And that is a common storyline throughout the comic history.
Yeah.
Where that's why they're attracted to one another. They can both see through the stuff. It just, Selena Kyle has chosen to lean into the life of crime, while Bruce Wayne chose to go against the life of crime. But they're both fucked up in the head, both have their amazing fucking training, and have decided to devote their life to be the best that they can fucking be in their chosen fields.
Right.
and Anne Hathaway's character was more of just, kind of grew
Cat
up,
burglar.
cat burglar,
which is-
grew up poor, had to
Yeah.
figure out how to, and she realized that, I'm really good at cat
Parkour.
burgling and
Yeah.
crime and theft and stuff. So she just got really good at that. And as she became like Catwoman, she was more of a person who wasn't necessarily crazy, but she had a motive. She had something she was trying to achieve.
Yeah. Yep.
And she didn't care who she hurt or what she had to do to get to that goal.
Which is more of the classic interpretation of Catwoman.
Right.
That's truer to most interpretations of the comic history.
Ragnar wanted to point out something about the suit that Michelle Pfeiffer had to wear.
So they actually made over 60 suits, Catwoman suits, for this fucking movie. Michelle Pfeiffer could literally only wear it for, I think, 2 or 3 lines before she would pass.
And you can
out.
tell. I mean, that part where she goes meow, you can just see how she's breathing and everything else. And also when the scene where she first gets that guy that was trying to rob that woman inside the alleyway.
Oh, yeah.
And you could just see, here, Catwoman, hear me. You could just see her panting like she's having a hard time talking in that thing.
She passed out. That's how they figured it out. That she could literally only do a couple lines before passing out, because she did more than a few and actually passed out.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
and what do y'all think of Christopher Walken as Max Shrek? Do you think-
Amazing. Fucking amazing. I love
David
Christopher
Bowie
Walken.
was originally casted to be that role, but he declined it. So
Good.
No.
Christopher Walken took the role.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
like
he
I
had
see,
enough.
Walken is amazing.
David Bowie had another movie lined up. That's why he declined it.
Yeah, and well, the thing is, Christopher Walken's also taken another role that David Bowie did with one of the Bond movies with Roger Moore. I believe it was Roger Moore. But he was in one of those movies, and David Bowie was supposed to be that role, and Christopher Walken took it. So Christopher Walken's taken 2 of his roles. But I want to bring up
Good for him.
Max Shrek's son,
yeah,
Lenny's boy.
Andrew Brzezinski, my Leatherface.
I'm glad you said the name because I don't know how to say the fucking name.
Dude, obviously I kind of went on and on about him.
Did you know it when you saw it, though?
No, I mean, like later on I did, and I was like, oh shit, that's the guy. Because like I've followed a lot of his other movies he's
You look
done.
like Flash Gordon.
And this is one of the few movies where,
yeah,
like,
that.
because he's a bodybuilder and he's an athlete, and every single kind of role that he would do, to include Leatherface, it would show his power, it would show his physique, it would show what he's fucking capable of. This is one of the few films where, like, you never see his muscles, you never see none of that shit. You barely even see him do anything.
No, he's wearing a suit the whole time.
He's just in a suit, and he's just,
But you can tell he's a big guy.
And the thing that's cool, though, is that he even kind of did a kind of like a Christopher Walken accent, because he was, his son, so he had to sound like him. And he did a good job.
Yeah.
I was actually impressed.
Yeah.
I did feel that he was Christopher Walken's retarded son.
He's like, Dad, go now.
I will save you.
Yes, you gotta go now. Oh,
He's
man.
like, get
And
back.
Christopher Walken's
I'll-"
like, fuck you, I'm out. Bye.
He's like, I'll handle this. And then, like, the clowns are like, ooh, and they pull their guns out and put him in his face. Like, what are you going to do, bro? You're in a 3-piece suit. Shut up.
Oh, man,
It
yeah.
was really good, though.
So what would you, I'm going to do a roundtable of your favorite scenes from the movie. So Ragnar, how about you go first? What is one of your favorite scenes in the movie?
One of them is the ballroom scene, where they actually realize he realizes she's Catwoman. She realizes that he's Batman.
Yeah.
The line from that scene, aside from the mistletoe, is that when he pulls her in and she says to him, like, do we have to fight now? And then they leave.
Yeah.
That there, I like that one there. Just because it's in any movie, really, it's kind of the epitome of good and evil. They realize who they are. Now everybody else is around. They don't want anybody else to know who they are. So now they have to figure out, well, what the fuck are we going to do?
Yeah.
So that was one of my favorite ones.
And that was a pretty good action sequence when you just see everybody when the thing explodes in the middle of the ballroom, and you just see the people flying, and then you see the fucking duck vehicle that
was
the Penguin's
cool,
in.
man.
And then Burton's choice in that one, that everybody else is wearing those masquerade masks and shit like that. And those are the only 2 people who weren't wearing masquerade masks. And they didn't
Good point.
think about it.
Yeah.
Because Bruce Wayne and Selena Kyle are no longer who they really are. Those are their masks.
Yeah.
That's who they pretend to be. Batman and Catwoman are their true personalities.
Yeah.
And
It's deep.
Yeah, and I'm 100% sure that's what Burton was going for, is to try to show that and show that economy of who questioning who the real person is, the real personality.
What is your favorite scene in the movie?
Honestly, I'm probably have to go the scene where after Penguin thinks, they won, and he's there talking to Catwoman, and Catwoman, he thinks he's gonna, end up.
He's a fucking horny ass devil. Yeah. I swear to God, that guy's perverted.
Like, I wouldn't fucking touch you to fucking, itch you or scratch you or whatever it was.
I wouldn't touch you to scratch you.
Yeah, and he's like, well, you fucking whore.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna you give me all these fucking signals, you tease. And he just takes that fucking umbrella.
I don't even like you anymore.
She flies away choking to death. I'm like, that's perfect. That's amazing. It fits their characters so well.
That was my dad's favorite scene, that line. He just thought that was brilliant.
Yeah.
And it works so fucking well. And then the fact that she then, keeps track of how many men have killed her in a week's time, and how many lives that she has as Catwoman left and shit like that. I just thought that was a really well played scene. The visceral disgust that Michelle Pfeiffer was showing to Danny DeVito at that fucking time.
Yeah.
And Danny DeVito being so angry and so, what's those fucking dudes who blame fucking women for them not getting laid? What are those fucking those assholes? Yes, them too. But there's like a movement of fucking dudes that blame women for their shit and stuff like that. But he immediately fucking reverted to that fucking that mentality. And just like, all right, I'm gonna fucking kill your ass then. And I was like, this is really fucking smart. This is really fucking well played, and it works. It works well to both of their characters so goddamn well.
Yeah. How about you, Lenny?
So I'd have to say my favorite scene was where the Penguin has got control of the Batmobile, and
when he's riding the little Batmobile.
Shit up,
yes,
and then finally Batman figures out how the hell he's doing it and basically stops it. And the moment when he realizes he no longer has control of the Batmobile, and he's like, ah! And he just starts freaking the fuck out.
Yep.
I love that scene. And because they actually
temper tantrum.
They showed Danny DeVito doing that scene. And that was one of those scenes that really showed how committed he was to the role.
Yeah.
Because he looked like a complete idiot, but he just fucking throws this huge tantrum. He's fucking angry, and he realizes that his plans are falling apart.
Yeah.
And then later on, another scene that kind of relates to it that I thought was great was he's been Oswald Cobblepot this whole time, right? And then he kind of makes that switch in his mind, like, no, fuck this, I'm the Penguin, I'm sick of this shit. And he goes back to his little lair, and one of his little minions, one of the clown guys, is trying to suck up to him. And he goes, "Hey, how's it going, Oswald?" And he just goes, "Wham!" and he punches him. Those two scenes were fucking brilliant. I love that.
The scene that I like the most is actually showing how fucking psychotic the Penguin is when he wants to kill all the children after the whole mirror plan went down the drain. And he's down in his lair around all of his clowns, and one of the clowns come up to him and basically say, "Wait a minute, but it's a bunch of kids." And he just pulls out his umbrella and just shoots the guy.
Yeah.
He just fucking kills him. It just shows him how fucking psychotic he is. Yeah, like he doesn't fucking care. He wants to kill Batman. He wants to kill kids. He doesn't fucking care. Another scene that is just kind of a comedy bit that I thought was funny between Alfred and Batman is when they're doing the RSVP scene and basically asking, "Would you like to go to this ball?" And he says, "No, I wouldn't." And then all of a sudden, "Wait a minute, is Selena Kyle going to be there?" And because he said he wasn't, and so he was ripping the thing up. And then he said, "Selena Kyle going to be there?" "Oh yeah, I'll go." And then you just see Alfred's face like, "You motherfucker."
By the way, I remembered the name of those dudes who blame women for them not getting fucking laid. They're incels.
Incels?
Yes, incels.
It's a very fancy word.
Which is short for involuntary celibacy.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, so it's a whole little fucking subculture of guys who blame fucking women for them being fucking assholes who don't get fucking pussy and shit like that, which actually, believe it or not, a group that was started by a woman.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, it was fucking weird. I don't know how that fucking shit happened, but I just wanted to throw that out there.
Well, before I go into the top 10 reasons why this is a Christmas movie, I do want to give some some, amazingness to the Michael Gough who played Alfred. I love him as Alfred. I think he does a great job. He did great in the first 1989 version. Would you guys think he was a good Alfred in the movie?
Yeah, I thought he was good. He wasn't my favorite, but he was good.
Who was your favorite? Don't tell me it was Michael
Caine.
Whose phone went off? Whose phone went off?
Whose was that?
No, whose phone was that? Looks like fucking Ragnar is going to be taking a shot.
Ragnar I believe as a representative of that personal studio audience member, you have to take the punishment shot.
Where the fuck is your phone? Where's your phone? Give me your phone. Give me your fucking phone.
You're grounded.
Oh, this is great.
Okay, so let's call for the vote.
Oh, you fucking bitch.
Let's call for the vote.
Oh, you got this shit on snooze too.
We have to call for the vote just to make it official.
All right, let's vote.
Everybody who votes in favor of Ragnar getting the punishment shot.
Aye.
Aye.
Give me the shot.
Take it like a man.
Oh, you just emptied out the bottle.
Oh.
I'm gonna whoop her ass later, anyways.
Ooh. Kinky.
There you go, buddy.
See, I don't know, man. Jaeger, I like Jaeger.
It's full to the point where the bottle's empty. You just emptied out the bottle.
All right,
wasn't that much
so
left
somebody
then.
needs to replace that bottle. Yeah,
I got another brand new one, so we're good.
Jaeger and
All righty, so we're gonna go ahead and get to the.
vodka. It's all good.
Well, before you get into that,
Oh, go ahead.
there's actually two things, real quick. Oh, fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you. God,
no, fuck you.
no, fuck you. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. You're cool. You're cool.
Thank you.
You broke the
Fuck
line.
you.
You broke the line.
So, all right, two things real quick. There's actually live penguins in the movie.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I knew that. Yeah.
The other ones were actual midgets.
You talking about the one that
I
gave
didn't
him
know
the
they were
li-
midgets.
Yes.
No, you
the
just-
end. Hold on. The end when Danny DeVito's when the penguin,
Oh,
right?
little
when they're
funeral
walking
service
him
for the
into-
penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
is-
tell.
Yeah.
When he picks up the fucking umbrella, right? I picked the playful one, right? He's like, just stay there, don't move. I'm gonna get you. And then he collapses, and you see him come around from the back.
Yes.
Right. Those are actual midgets.
Okay, I knew they weren't penguins. I didn't. For some reason, that never dawned on me they were fucking
Penguins,
midgets. Straight
yeah.
up fucking penguins.
That's awesome.
They're fucking midgets that are. And the stupid part is that they don't even like touch the body. He just kind of like
Yes.
slides. You know.
It's a weird. Believe it or not, it's a weird little scene. But I mean,
It is.
But it also is, and also with the sad music from Danny Elfman and everything else, it's strange. But you could definitely tell that there's people wearing suits, wearing little big penguin suits or something like that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
if you actually look close enough, like at the suit and the feet,
Yeah.
you know, you can tell that, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, as now, you know, looking at it now, Two-Face, he was originally supposed to be in the movie. They wanted to bring him in the first Batman,
yeah.
and so they scrapped that idea. They wanted to introduce him in this movie at the very end when she actually picks up that taser.
Yes. I remember hearing about
from
that.
the goon, the clown goon, right? And she
Yeah.
fucking tased Max, right? That was supposed to be his introduction into the next Batman movie.
Basically, how his face got all burned up on one side.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the intro for him, and then
I gotta say though,
that didn't happen.
like the fact that she did what she did with her boss, and then at the end, like, you know, Batman's trying to find her, and he pulls it away, and it shows him,
Yeah.
like all like crispified. That was kind of cool. I
It
was like,
was,
oh
yeah.
my god.
It kind of reminded me of the guy that Jack Nicholson's Joker did in the original one with the fucking hand buzzer when he was burnt to
Yeah.
a
Oh,
crisp.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it kind of reminded me of. But no, those are good 2 points.
One thing I really didn't fucking like when Bruce Wayne, you know, literally rips his fucking mask off.
That thing was
Rips
easy
it
to
in
rip.
half.
Exactly. I'm just like,
It's supposed to be
that's
armor.
not fucking very protective. If he's literally just tearing it off.
Not to mention the fact that, and I know why, but it bothered me. Even as a kid, I
Yes.
noticed this, and that was he's always wearing eye makeup, right?
Yes.
And then that one scene where he pulls the thing
does,
off,
he's not.
and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh come on,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, at least they're doing that in the newer movies. I think in the newer movies they are keeping the eyeshadow on the
'cause
characters
it's like
and stuff like that.
it's like war paint, or like, you know, like when you're, I don't know, like,
Well, it makes your eyes like be buried and basically inside the eye holes, basically.
yeah, it's
So-
it's
Well, it was
intimidating
developed
looking.
so that
I think
the
it
sun
looks
wasn't,
cool.
you know, bouncing off.
Yeah.
You know, and giving you better vision.
Yeah, like football players,
Yeah.
a lot of people
Yeah.
do it. So I'm like, why not just leave the eye makeup on there? Like, I don't know.
So now we're going to go ahead and go into the 10 reasons why this movie is a Christmas movie. And I feel like we're going to also do this list for one of our future movies that we're going to be doing for Christmas. But these are the top 10 reasons why this is a Christmas movie. Number 1, this movie takes place on Christmas, of course.
Correct.
Number 2,
There's a Christmas tree in it.
and then
and presents.
number 2,
With the Ice Princess.
the
Oh, poor ass princess.
she was ugly.
She was hot.
I didn't see it.
Exactly. Right? She was.
Catwoman was.
She had a
This is
bang
Catwoman
body.
was a 1.
Hey, she
I will
had
go
a
for
bang
Catwoman.
body.
For that time.
Yes.
Yeah. Catwoman. Number 2.
What?
I'm getting my mind.
Numbers are hard.
Number 2, decorations. Number 3,
Yeah.
dialogue. Merry Christmas, good peace towards men and
Yeah.
women. That's another thing. Number 4, there's got to be snow in the movie. Just like jack-o'-lanterns in Halloween, there's got to be snow in a Christmas movie.
Right.
Number 5, a Christmas plot, which is a Christmas plot, especially with the whole huge present that all the clowns that the gang comes out of and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was cool.
And
Yeah.
everything else like that. Number 6, Christmas music has to be in the movie, and of
Right.
course, the scene where you can hear some of the Christmas music inside the streets of Gotham, and then you also have Danny Elfman's score, which is very
Yes.
dark and gothic, but it's got a Christmassy feel to it, like a dark Christmassy feel to it.
Yeah.
Then number 7, there's got to be a Grinch or a Scrooge character, Max Schreck.
Correct?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a Max Schreck Grinch character. Number 8, there has to be a Grinch evil Santa, which I would say the Penguin would be. Would you all agree with that?
Yeah.
Number 9, family, desire for family. Penguin, desire for his family, looking, to be up on the world and everything else. That's a
Also
Christmas
Batman.
theme. Huh?
Also Batman.
Also Batman. Yeah, true. Number 10, Christmas spirit wins. You don't think there's any of that?
What?
How do you figure that one?
Are you
Christmas
saying
spirit wins?
Batman is Christmas spirit?
No, the Christmas spirit. Okay, you remember the ending when he thinks that Catwoman's dead, but then he sees her in the alleyway, and then he picks up the cat, and he just feels like that spirit. He holds that cat tight because it was actually Selena Kyle's cat.
So
Goes in.
Catwoman was
Let me finish. And then he gets back inside the car, and then he says goodwill towards men and women. That right there, there's a lot of Christmas spirit right there. You don't believe that? You don't think that's Christmas spirit?
Okay, with that line there, yes.
Yeah.
Because it's really the season for it, and it's awesome.
But Batman is
there's a couple
always
songs that
about
have
that.
that in there.
Yeah.
But as far as number 10 goes, you had
It's a
it
hit
up-
or a miss.
You had it up until then.
Yeah. Well, either way,
And
if you
I
go
don't
with
think
9,
snow is necessary.
No, because in
no, I seriously
Bad
think so.
Santa in Arizona.
Yeah. It all depends on the area you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was snow on the little set where he was at right there. There
That's
has to be
snow.
some type
That's
of
like
snow.
foam.
I think
That's
It's
not-
still showing of
that's
snow.
not snow.
All right, then we're going to get into our discussion of fucking Die Hard. I can't wait to our discussion of Die Hard.
I'm
There's no
disagreeing.
snow in Die Hard.
I'm
You're in
disagreeing
Los
that there's a
Angeles,
need for
damn it.
snow to be a Christmas film.
Okay, well, I think that's the top 10
it was a
reasons.
circus movie because there was clowns in it and acrobat people.
Okay.
And they were jumping around.
Okay, then I can almost for that exact same thing, except for
Oh, my
the
God.
Christmas, dialogue. I can make the same argument then for Groundhog Day. It's a fucking Christmas movie. It has almost all those same exact boxes that you can check, except for the Christmas dialogue.
And also decorations. There's no Christmas decorations in Groundhog Day.
But there's
And it doesn't take place during Christmas. That's
But
number
there's
one.
snow.
there's snow. There's still
that
treating
may-
people
Okay,
the
but you
right
have to.
thing
All
with
right, all right, no, we're not going into that fucking thing because there's more in that one and more in the other one. What the fuck? No. You can't do Groundhog Day because that's not a Christmas movie.
Somebody
that's my
reaching.
point.
But you feel like Batman
The
Returns.
list is
Okay, I
flawed.
can't wait till we
The
do Die
list
Hard.
is
I
flawed.
can't wait till we do Die Hard because I don't believe Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
I agree that
You
Batman
guys
Returns is a Christmas
seriously need
movie,
to, like,
but
yell
your
to
measurement
watch
of
this
why it's a
scene right
Christmas
here.
movie is flawed.
Okay,
Because
well,
this is
we will see.
hilarious.
We will see. We will see. I'm really curious how Die Hard will go. But anyways,
I
back
can't wait
to
to
our
see
subject. Do you,
everybody
but
agrees with
but
Batman.
this is a question to ask all of you. Do you guys think that this is a Christmas movie?
I
How
think
about-
it is. I think it is, but I don't think it's more Christmassy than fucking Die Hard.
What? All right. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Well, until you guys wait for our Die Hard
At
episode,
the
you will
bare
get your opinion
minimum,
right there.
it's as Christmassy, if
Because
not
I want to
more
hear your
Christmassy.
fucking opinions about that. Because
Bare
that one's got
minimum.
less. How about you, Lenny?
I mean, it takes place around Christmas time, so sure. But, why not?
There's the peanut
Well,
gallery.
then we could talk to a whole lot of other movies taking place during Christmas. Could be Christmas movies. I guess Trading Places is a Christmas movie. Gremlins is a Christmas
Gremlins
movie.
is absolutely a
Gremlins
Christmas
is
movie.
a fucking Christmas movie.
Absolutely a Christmas movie.
Booyah.
Oh, so you say Gremlins is a Christmas movie more than Batman Returns?
No.
Okay. All right. Well,
No, listen.
See, you're
these-
trying to argue with me, but I'm in agreement that these are Christmas movies.
These
Yeah.
films
All
are
right, you're trying to
all-
argue with me.
These films
All right,
are
I'm not
all
trying.
Christmas
I-
movies in the sense that they happen around Christmas time, as opposed to something that is.
well, see, the thing is, a lot of
your
people,
measurement list
make
is
the
flawed.
argument if Die Hard
Jingle
is
all
a
the
Christmas
way.
movie.
Sorry.
Christmas movie.
That is a Christmas movie. Jingle All the Way is a Christmas movie. That's got everything on the list.
Yes.
But anyways,
The list
better
is
have everything
flawed.
on the list.
The list is flawed.
all right. Well, we'll have to talk about it more. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and slide and talk. I always say slide. What the fuck? We're gonna go ahead and talk about
Slide
the
into them DMs.
That's what I'm saying. If a movie that's set over in Jerusalem is a Christmas movie or not.
Yeah.
All right?
Jerusalem.
Yeah, because it doesn't have fucking snow. If it is any movie that's set in fucking Jerusalem, right?
I have no idea.
Or Cali.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Callie's going to come up with, Die Hard.
All right,
Yeah,
we're gonna go ahead and talk about the score real quick, which is from Danny Elfman. You all agree that this is probably one of the best Batman themes ever. I mean, seriously, it is a good,
Immediately
strong
recognizable.
military. Yes, it is a strong military Batman theme. It's amazing. It's very militarized. I'm not a big fan of Batman Forever or Batman and Robin, but Danny Elfman does a great job. But you see a lot of more of his gothic tones in this movie compared to the first movie. The first movie was more, with the clown, with the Joker and stuff like that. This one was very gothic. It had the fucking pipe organ you can hear in the background.
Yeah, no, it definitely ramped things up, and like when they're playing this score, and like the Penguins are they're militarized and they're marching into position with their missiles and shit.
Oh my god,
It was
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Awesome.
That's that part where you're kind of rooting for Penguin. You're like, that's fucking cool. Penguins with rockets on their backs.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So,
Yes.
who's that environmental? The PETA?
PETA, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that who
Oh,
it
yeah,
is?
yeah.
They had a shitstorm over this.
I figured they would. They
no,
always
like,
do.
how
it
dare you put
included that
explosives
all
on a
animals
penguin?
No,
Like,
that's the
fucking
thing.
fake.
I read about the
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
that those fucking penguins were treated like gold. They
Oh,
had
yeah.
their own
They were treated better than fucking actors
Yeah,
were.
no, they had a room, they had a fucking pool, they had everything they needed, they had all the food that they wanted, plenty of fish. They loved where
By
they
the
were
way,
at.
speaking of fish, that scene
Where Danny
DeVito's munching away on that was a real fucking
Yeah.
fish. That was
Oh, yeah.
real raw fish.
Yeah.
And he even said, he was like, I actually didn't taste too bad. He's like, I just went for it. And I'm like, oh, God.
See,
Because
that's
it
the
looked
thing.
so gross when he was doing it.
His acting was perfect in that fucking
He was
role.
great.
Yeah.
You know his fucking drool or ooze?
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's fucking mouthwash.
Oh, really?
Red and green.
I thought it was like
mouthwash.
it seemed more fucking thicker than that.
Yeah, I thought it was just, like congealed blood.
No, it was,
That's what I thought, like a
blood?
green blood or
Yeah.
something like
yeah.
that. Well,
red,
first of all,
red
I couldn't
and green mouthwash was his idea.
Wow.
No, and I
Wow,
like
wouldn't
that
have
because
thought
it kind
that.
of makes
See,
it.
that's
it
one
makes
of
it
the
There may have been
McDonald's-
something else added into it to make it a little bit thicker.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it definitely
well,
had
you know.
a thickness to
Yeah.
it.
That's the thing that McDonald's hated. They hated that shit. That's actually one of the things they did not like with him fucking drooling fucking green shit out of his mouth. McDonald's hated
Yeah,
that.
they thought it was grotesque. And I'm like, I think it looked cool because, you realize, like, especially when his nose, like when he came up out of the water and his nose was pouring, and that's the color of his blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes him like, otherworly. He's something
Yes.
different. Like he's
He's
from
more
the circus. He's a
animalistic.
freak.
Exactly.
It's really
Yeah.
cool.
He's not a human. He is the animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Like I said, the way that they made him with the fucking blood, the way that he looked and everything, especially with Tim Burton's kind of iconic little thing that he does in almost every one of his movies. He makes all of his actors look pale white with the darkness around the eyes. I think that's in almost most of his movies. And they did a lot of that with the Penguin and also Catwoman. I mean, Catwoman was completely like
Oh,
flesh
she was
tone
pale.
in the beginning. And then when she was Catwoman and when she was her darker character, her face was like completely white.
When she
Oh,
was
yeah.
Catwoman, yes.
Yes.
But when she was still playing as Selena,
Oh,
she
with
had
that
color.
fucking wild hair. Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie. She was hot. She was hot. She was the hottest thing in that movie. I loved it. It's a good
Oh,
thing
you
you're
didn't think
behind
Danny
the desk
DeVito
right
was
now.
I know,
hot?
Danny
Oh yeah, Danny
DeVito.
DeVito with that
my
big
God.
suit with the round. Oh yeah, that was
man.
just sexy.
You couldn't imagine those flippers jerking you off.
Okay,
That's just
unbelievable.
And then, of course,
A little bit
Stu
over.
takes it too far.
He always does.
That's gross. Never gonna look at Danny DeVito the same. Thanks a
Oh
lot.
my
Come on.
God.
They
gotta-
look like they're always
You
wet.
got to have
That's a good thing.
flippers, though, holding
God.
it.
For the love of God.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get into our pint reviews of this
Okay.
movie.
Let's
So
do that.
let's go ahead and start with Ragnar. How many pints would you give this
3
movie?
Not 4. I'll give it 4 on this one.
Oh, okay.
The score is awesome. I love the score. The actors was awesome, and the way that everyone meshed well together. The storyline was great. I liked actually reading up on everything, seeing what they originally wanted to do, and actually knowing how it actually went. I think it actually went better the way they did it. Really,
Yeah.
obviously, and it really was. I think it was a good movie, great movie. Do I think it was better than the first one? I think it's 50-50.
All right.
So
Stu, how about you, buddy?
I was going to give it a 3.5, but listening to actually Ragnar's points, I'm going to agree. I am. I'll give it a 4. I will. The score absolutely helped. Everybody seemed like they had fun with what they were doing. They were okay with chewing up the scenery, but it didn't go so far super campy, but it also wasn't super serious. It was just a good, enjoyable film from start to finish. I'll give it a 4.
Lenny, how about you, buddy?
I'm going to give it a 4 as well, because this was definitely, of like the earlier Batmans before like the Christian Bale Batmans and all that, like in this little genre, I would say that this was probably my favorite one. The first one being a very close second. Like I said, having the multiple bad guys in this one, and the scenery and just the way that it all went through was, I just think it was really well done. There was a lot of really good lines. I thought it was really excellent. So I'd give it 4 pints for sure.
All right, looks like we're all going to be in a tie here, because I'm going to go ahead and give this a 4. But the thing that I find this shocking about this is that the first Batman got a 71% on Rotten Tomatoes, and the Batman Returns got an 80%. And I don't understand that, because I would give Batman a 4.5. I still feel like that is the best one out of all of them. But this one was a fun film, and I enjoyed it. But overall, it's a 4. It's a 4. I agree with all you guys. It's a fun film. Penguin and Catwoman was perfect in it. They were all great in their roles. Batman was great. The special effects, the score, the gothicness, everything about it. It was a great film. So I definitely recommend this for a watch. It was awesome. So thanks for joining us for our Batman Returns episode, and Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Whoa.
Wrong movie.
That's right.
Oops.
Fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa. Fuck me, Santa.
Wrong movie.
Oh my God. Hey guys, thanks for listening to our podcast, Barrel Age Flicks. We are so excited for the upcoming episodes headed your way, and bonus episodes of The Small Batch, Sammy Selects, and now the new Tasting Room. If you like our show, please spread the word, give us a like, or leave us some kind of review on any of the social media pages. Give us a follow on Instagram, Barrel Flicks, or Facebook, Barrel Age Flicks. Our podcast is available on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Anchor, Radio Public, Audible, Pocket Cast, Spotify, CastBox, YouTube, and now Pandora. Please shoot us an email at barrelageflicks@gmail.com with comments and movie suggestions for future shows, or any other things you'd like to let us know. Credit to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio on YouTube. Man, your music is awesome. We thank you so much for that. It's great. You guys go ahead and check him out. I just want to say thank you so much. We hope to see you guys next week. Thank you so much for listening. See you then.